Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. So today let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good times. Dun, 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 dun. Let's talk about sex. So today I'll be talking about sex, more specifically sex education, as narrated by Kelly, who works for this university and is a counselor. And I think this is information that more men should be aware of, and I guess more women should also know. So let me roll the clip.
Out of the cock rings?
We are. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, so the head of the clitoris is located just under the hood,
Okay.
the clitoral hood, and you
Okay.
can stimulate the clit directly that way.
Okay.
The G-spot is the portion where the clitoris on the inside
Okay.
straddles the vagina.
Okay.
Most of your clitoris is internal. It's about 4 inches across.
Okay.
So you have this great big organ in your body that literally its only job is to orgasm.
That's crazy.
So if you put your fingers inside a vagina, let's say this person is laying on their back,
Right.
and you go in about 1.5 to 2 inches in, and you curve your fingers up like this, and you bang like that, that actually is banging the G-spot, which is
Right.
banging the clitoris from the inside, because that's
Okay.
where it straddles that vagina.
Okay.
So the purpose of this puppet, one, is to teach you where the head of the clit is,
Right.
but two, to teach you where the G-spot is.
Right.
It feels kind of ridgy. So if
Okay.
you stick your finger just inside and
You want
feel
me to?
that.
You want me to? Okay. All right. I'm gonna sit right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do you
That's
feel
how
that?
it should feel.
Yeah, that's the G-spot. So when
Okay.
you feel it on yourself, you'll feel that.
Okay.
Now I want you to be a penis. Take 2 fingers and go down into the vagina.
Okay.
Did you feel the G-spot?
No.
No.
It
The
feels like
angle is
nothing.
totally wrong.
Dang, that's crazy. So what's the best position?
Not penetration.
Not
Not penetration. The vast majority of women will never orgasm through penetration, and this is why. Okay, when we are fetuses, I'll spin around the womb.
Okay.
Everybody starts out with a clit.
Right.
And then about 50% of the population that elongates and becomes a penis.
Okay.
Head of the penis, most sensitive part of the body, has 4,000 nerve endings. That's why it feels good.
Right.
Head of the clit, most sensitive part of the body, 8,000 nerve endings, twice as much in a much smaller package.
Damn.
Do this with your hand. Okay, so sex is the stimulation of genitals for pleasure.
Right.
Genitals are organs that orgasm.
Right.
Your vagina can't do that. It
Exactly.
literally does not orgasm. Now, some women think their vagina is orgasming
Right.
because they feel their vagina doing this.
Right.
What they're actually feeling is the clitoris spasming and pushing down on that vaginal wall.
Dang.
Okay?
So
again, sex is the stimulation of genitals for pleasure.
Right.
Your genital is your clit. So if no one's stimulating your clit, you're not actually having sex.
What?
You're just letting someone jack off inside of you.
That's crazy. That's
So
exactly
the
what it
vast
is.
majority of women will not orgasm through penetration. They orgasm through the stimulation of their clitoris, either via the G-spot or the head, or it has legs that go underneath the labia minora, so you can stimulate it via the labia minora.
That's crazy.
But here's the thing. I have a lot of women who come and meet with me because they're not orgasming and of your body that feel good to the touch but can't orgasm.
Okay.
So your lips, your breasts, that curve of your jaw right there,
Ooh. Okay.
your inner thigh right along here. Those are good areas to do foreplay. We're going to stimulate those erogenous zones.
Okay.
Okay. For about 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
What that does is it releases oxytocin in your body that preps the clit for sex.
Okay.
And then we want to go to the clit. We want to make sure that we're spending at least 60 to 80% of the time that we're having sex on the clit.
Dang, that's crazy.
If you go on a heterosexual hookup, you have an 11% chance of orgasming.
Dang.
If you go on a lesbian hookup, you have a 93% chance of both women orgasming.
That's crazy.
The only difference is lack of penis. They're focusing
Dang.
exclusively on the clit, not on the penis.
Dang. So
Magnums are the racist condom. So
That's real.
Historically, black men have been hypersexualized in our culture.
Hell yeah.
It's been used as justification for slavery, lynching, all kinds of things. Oh, we got to protect those pure white women from those black men who can't control their sexuality, right? When in reality, it was white men that were raping black women. Black men didn't have access to white women, right? But we equate virility with penis size. And so there's this myth in our culture that black men have bigger penises because we're hypersexualizing them. But it's totally not true. But if you look at Magnum, all of their marketing is towards people who are African American. Because they get more. They charge significantly more for the Magnum. They're super thick. They feel like having sex with a garbage bag. And they're not more effective. But black men, because they're insecure because of our culture, think that this is their only option.
Right.
When it's just racist bullshit.
Damn. That's
Asian
real.
men are stereotyped as having small penises.
Yeah.
Also not true. This started at the time of the Vietnam War. One of the justifications that we used for invading Vietnam was that their men were too effeminate, that they needed our manly culture to man them up, right? And so we equate masculinity with penis size. So Asians are stereotyped as having small penises, which is absolutely not true.
That's crazy.
Penis size does not follow race.
That's crazy. Because I'm definitely one of those people that's like, I believe that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
God.
So
that's quite interesting. So did you guys learn anything today? I for sure have learned some things. Like, I think in my sex life, most of these things I was probably just guessing, but I didn't actually know that the clitoris, like most of it is on the inside of a woman. Most of these things, I like. The best sex is the sex where you learn from your partner, and if you have a really good partner and both of you are into exploring each other, she or he must teach you these things so that you can understand each other's bodies. And yeah, this is a good sex education for men like me, and I'm sure so many men who so many of what was said in this video, I think we are hearing it for the first time. Okay. Yeah, good information. So I guess I'm from Kenya, and as a young person, you're not really taught things to do with sex either at home or in school. So for me, sex was something I guess you just figure out on your own, or you discover as you're growing up. And I remember the first time I ever realized I was having an erection, I think I was watching this music video by Nelly, this Hot in Here. You guys remember that song, huh? It's getting hot in here, That was the first time I had an erection, and I can remember, like, I realized I was having an erection. Like, yeah, babies have erections all the time, but I guess it gets to a certain age when you realize, ooh, you're having one, and ooh, you like girls. So when that song played and when that song hit, that was the first time I realized I was a boy and I like girls. As I started growing up, I started being more like being attracted to women and looking at their bodies. And I remember the first time I had sex, I quickly realized that women's bodies are not exactly what you see on music videos or on TV or the magazines. Most women are not just shaped like an hourglass figure, and women's bodies are different. Their body parts are differently shaped. They have different bodies, and I started realizing, like, this taking off your clothes in front of someone, it's such a vulnerable thing. It takes so much to show yourself, the real you, naked the way you came into this world, to another person. I began understanding what sex was and how to relate with other people during this sex. And sex for me is a very intimate and special thing. I even took a decision this year, 2019. On my Instagram, I unfollowed all the Instagram baddies, all the women who I just followed for, I guess, shallow reasons, body goals and ass tits, because I started realizing that over the years, in the last 10 years since I started having sex, I think I've consumed so much what is in the mainstream media with Instagram, all these body goals, everyone is a size 8, size 11, skinny, curvy. So I realized I was getting unattainable. I realized I was having an unattainable image of women in my mind, and this started affecting my actual love life and sex life, because you look at a woman and you want her to have that fat ass, or you expect her to look good in a thong, or you expect her to have this certain idea of what you've been scrolling mindlessly through Instagram. Like, so you start only going after women who fit that particular body build, and that's just sad, because you exclude so many other great women. And it was about time I started unlearning so much of the things I had been teaching myself over the years, and it's been quite interesting. It's been quite interesting. Right now I think I have a healthy body image of what women look like and what women should be, and I think I'm also not these Instagram models with a 6-pack. Me, I have my 1-pack. Me, I have my 1-pack, and I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with it. So for me, sex is something very intimate, and it's something, you have great sex when you have feelings for the other person, when you love them. For me, sex is about trust. For me, sex is about being vulnerable with another person. For me, sex is about acceptance, someone accepting you the way you are, and being attracted to you with all of you. And sex is a very intimate thing, so don't just do it with anyone. Trust me, don't just do it with anyone. You'll avoid a lot of heartbreak. So I was having a conversation with a friend last year, and we were talking about her relationship, and she told me about this. She had this boyfriend, and she had accepted to be his girlfriend, but she told him, but we will not have sex, that until she can finally trust him, that's when she will allow him to have sex, I guess. So I found this kind of weird, because some people are different. Some people put sex before a relationship, and some people would put a relationship before sex. Do you get what I mean? So what kind of person are you? Do you think, like for me, committing to someone and telling them, yes, I'm committed to you and I'm in a relationship to you, is significantly a bigger deal than having sex with them. And for some people, having sex with a person is a significantly bigger deal than having a relationship with them. So tell me in the comments, where are you on this spectrum? So for future, and for everyone hitting me up in the DMs, the kind of sex I like sex that is passionate. I like sex that we laugh. I like sex that we can take a break and have a snack and get some water and get back to it. I like sex that has music. I like sex that has a soundtrack, that you just put that nice music, just go tell Siri to play my sex playlist. I actually have a sex playlist. I like sex that is talking dirty. I like sex that is that you can just take your time and enjoy this person and have a conversation, maybe in the middle also. I like sex that it's me and you enjoying each other, and just there's no rush, there's no pressure, there's a lot of giving and taking, and we're just there to be with each other and take this time. It's like spending time with someone else. And over the years, I've realized that this is the kind of sex I want, and this is the best that works for me. I'm not the person, I do not necessarily enjoy hookups or one-night stands. I actually hate one-night stands. And I think in 2019, I decided for myself that I will not do any hookups anymore. And for me to get with you in such an intimate way, there has to be feelings involved on both sides, mutually. There has to be mutually, because that is the best sex that is out there. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.